everyone, my name is Janette from K's Flower School, and we're getting lots of emails, lots of questions recently about the sustainable course. Some people have already trained with us before, so they know the structure of our programs, but we have lots of newbies and people from overseas. So hopefully I'll answer a lot of your questions here, but feel free to email me later on if you still have questions. So how does the structure work of the program? First of all, it's for 4 weeks and you have unlimited access to all the tutorials during that 4 weeks. But as an extra, you actually get in total 12 months access to all the classes. The classes themselves are pre-recorded classes, which means you can watch them at your own pace. It doesn't matter what time zone you're on, or if you're working during the daytime, or if you want to watch them in the middle of the night. You can rewind them, you can fast forward them, and you can watch them over and over again during that 12-month period. But for the 4 weeks of the actual program, I'm there on the sideline helping you and encouraging you along the way. I suppose the unique thing about K's Flower School is we offer one-to-one mentoring for 5.5 hours every day of your program, so Monday to Friday. So during that 5.5 hours, you have unlimited one-to-one access through WhatsApp. I normally talk back to you in WhatsApp, in voice message I meant to say, but you can use text or you can use voice message. You'll often hear people say they offer 1 hour mentoring a month or 1 hour mentoring a week. We offer 5.5 hours mentoring Monday to Friday every day for the 4 weeks of the program. Any questions that you have, any problems that you run into, any queries, any advice that you need, but also if you need feedback on your designs. And for people that are overseas, or maybe people that are up during the night with babies, they can even go into their WhatsApp in the middle of the night and they can ask questions, text questions, use voice message, send on photographs, but they will all be answered the following day during our 9 to half 3 Irish time. Because the classes are pre-recorded, we give you a breakdown of exactly what we're using in each display. The stem count, obviously if you need advice on costing and selling prices, we can cover that in the Bloom Room. The reason is people are from all over the world. People are buying from different wholesalers, people are buying direct from the growers, so obviously the cost has to be taken into consideration or can fluctuate from country to country. The same thing with selling prices. It all depends on the formulas that you're using, and obviously overheads have to be taken into consideration. But I suppose that's where our Bloom Room comes in. Now everybody wonders, what is the Bloom Room? Think of the Bloom Room as being a virtual interactive classroom. But none of the classes go on in the classroom. It's basically all the crack goes on in the classroom. What I try to do is twice a week I have live chats in the virtual classroom with you. It's a great way for you to interact with the students that are part of your program. You get to mix and mingle with the other people on the class, and believe it or not, you actually make flurry friends. The collaborations that has been made in the Bloom Room over the years is absolutely mental, it is. And we absolutely love it and we encourage it. I suppose another one of our mottos is collaboration, not competition. There's lots of work for everybody, there's lots of work to go around. So the Bloom Room, you have access to that every day, unlimited. And again, if you need to ask any questions, you can ask them during the live chats. And again, I can obviously broach and deal with any of them problems or questions. But again, you have that WhatsApp. You have that one-to-one WhatsApp. Again, that mentoring the whole duration of the program. Now, when you get access to what we call the Bloom Room, we don't kick you out. So when the class starts, your Bloom Room will start. And after the 4 weeks then, basically there's no live chats anymore. But I'm probably kind of off on the sideline. But you're still a member of the Bloom Room. And if you want to continue interaction with the students that are on that same course as you, absolutely no problem. But the great thing is we're always adding new classes to all of our courses. So what we're planning to do with the sustainable course, we all use this motto, once a student of K's, always a student of K's. So you will continue to be a member of the Bloom Room. And in the future, if we add a new course onto the sustainable program, you will get access to it. Or again, maybe in the future when we actually run another sustainable course, like it'll be a good few months away, Again, we'll join in the new students into this bloom room. You're still going to be there, and if you want to, you can mix and mingle with them. But it's having access to all of the extra tutorials that will be added in the future. That's the thing about sustainability. I suppose the biodegradable, the compostable, environmentally friendly methods, they're bringing in new techniques all the time. We've spent a long time on this sustainable course, and I suppose what delayed us, every time we thought we had it ready, then we said, oh, we better add on this one, and we better add on this technique. Even the pillar that's behind me here, this is just recently being added to the sustainable course. And again, we show you from start how I've actually made this frame. There's nothing here, none of the frames here have been bought in. We actually made them ourselves. Really, really easy, and again, very cheap, very reasonable, but also reusable over and over again. And the main thing, I suppose, because I've been in the florist business for over 40 years, and I've seen every problem that has arisen. The main problems, I suppose, with wedding work is getting prepared in advance. Because the majority of us don't have huge teamwork, we don't have lots and lots of staff. The other problem is transporting. Again, if you want to make something in advance and you have to transport it to the hotel, to the church, to the venue, etc. So what I've tried to do in all my programs right across the board is I've tried to deal with the problems of transport, deal with the problem of staff shortages, and how we actually get around it. So again, just to kind of give you a breakdown, the sustainable course, you have 12 months access to all of the classes. But obviously if we add any new classes, they will be added in the Bloom Room, and again you can get access to it. The Bloom Room, you're a member of the Bloom Room for 4 weeks, while I actually supervise that virtual interactive classroom. But again, you continue to stay there if you wish to, then again you can see the new classes that we add on. The pre-recorded tutorials, access to them 24/7 for 12 months. Again, you can watch them over and over and over again. The one-to-one mentoring, you have access to that for the 4 weeks of the programme, Monday to Friday, 5.5 hours each day. But again, if you're on a different time zone, don't worry, we can work around you. And again, if you post questions in the WhatsApp or you voice message me in the WhatsApp outside of ours, which you're more than willing to do, welcome to do is what I meant to say. Again, I'll answer them all the next day. There's absolutely no problem. Don't worry about disturbing me. There is a certain amount of funding, at different times of the year. So if you are interested in funding, contact us at info@caseflowerschool.com to find out about funding. As part of your programme, you will be provided with a list of all the materials that we use. But again, to keep the cost down, we're not sending out flowers and we're not sending out materials. But most people that are attending the sustainable course have got experience, have done courses, maybe City and Guilds, maybe with Case Flower School, or have previous experience of working in a flower shop. So again, you'll find that you'll have a lot of the materials, and any of the new stuff, again, we'll recommend you where you can buy it. The one thing I will say to you, there's no such thing as a stupid question. So if you have a question, ask it. And the great thing about the WhatsApp, it's completely private. It's not a WhatsApp group. Nobody else hears your stupid question. Nobody else sees the arrangement that went wrong for you. Everything is on a one-to-one basis. And as I say, what happens in the Bloom Room stays in the Bloom Room.